in the humble. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. Talos preserve you.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you? Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Sav, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Just what you see here. Safe travels.
New in town, eh? Here for wishing, I guess.
If anything good, these will make the ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay on my amulets. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. No, I think I have enough here to get started. Here, let me give you this. It's the least I can do for all your trouble. Safe travels, Landstrider.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, move on.
There's nothing like only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war's driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
Protect yourself right. Buy
Good.
armor from Grelka.
Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my
Looking to
charity.
stay alive?
She thinks
Why
the
take a
people in
chance?
this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh?
Gleaming gemstones over here.
Number 2.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink.
There's no shipments coming.
This is the
so I
Silverblood
do
Inn.
nothing.
Ah, Boley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you are. So sorry about that. Remember,
it's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
Pickpocket!
We've got a pickpocket!
Someone do something!
I'm getting out of here. This one's a favorite of mine.
Mercy!
Should be good.
Wait. I know you. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? All right, but you just watch yourself.
Thank you for
Next
your
time,
time.
I might not be so lenient.
if I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at
Wait.
me until I can.
I know you.
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more from me? I don't know why I bother. Visiting Riften?
Pleased to meet you.
We're one of
I'm
the
a
same
priestess at
kind,
the
you and
Temple
I.
of Mara.
I'm glad to have met you.
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough.
Divine smile on you,
Coin in my
friend.
pocket.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Return anytime. You're quite welcome here.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
You have some nerve. I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting. I don't know what to say. Such kindness is unheard of in these times. Here, I want you to accept this as payment for your sacrifice. And we both thank you. 3, in fact. They're my own recipe. Brought them over here from my days as a bartender in Gideon. First is the Velvet Lechance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, I assure you. Second, we have the White Gold Tower, which is heavy cream with a layer of blended mead, lavender, and dragon's tongue on top. Last, and only for the bravest of souls, we have the Cliff Racer, which is firebrand wine, cyrodiilic brandy, flynn, and sujama. Just get out of here.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome. If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends? Sibby Blackbriar is furious that his ex-lover tried to murder him. He's leaving no stone unturned searching for her. If it's true that the dragons have... The city guard has been tearing Riften apart looking for the... Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family... Mjol the lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss. They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
Oh,
I've never
it's
seen
you.
Mjol this upset about it.
Not here to rob me, are you?
It really gets to her.
Victory is yours!
Come to laugh at the grave tender? I can see that disapproval. If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm, and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious.
You and me. She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. The blessing of Archay be upon you. I felt a caress on my cheek some time ago. I thought it to be a trick of the wind, but I think it was a message from my father.
We've made peace with one another without even uttering a single word. And I'm content for the first time in my life. I thank you. Here, please accept this as a token of my appreciation for your selfless action. Please. Come back and speak to me anytime. Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf.
Are you the one sent by Mara? My parents are being impossible. Bassianus wants to marry me, and I think I love him. But he wants to move to Riften afterwards, and my father won't allow it. He only cares about this stupid town. But Bassianus makes me happier than anyone ever has. My mother's not any help either. I don't want to choose. They're both so amazing. Have you spoken to my parents yet? Please. My love depends on it.
My daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
You must be another pilgrim on... Oh my. Probably something about the men. We all wish we had her problems. But don't tell my husband. But I don't have any problem with Bassianus. Even if it means her leaving Iverstead, I want Fastred to be happy. If they just snuck out of town together, I could manage my husband. Bassianus is still so terrified of Yofthor. If he knew that I'd keep him from hunting the poor boy down, he'd take Fastred to Riften without a second thought. Let him know that I'll watch out for them. Just want my daughter to be happy.
Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
If you ever settle down, I'm sure I know what this is about. She thinks she's in love with Bassianus and wants to leave town. With him. Let me tell you how I see it. Until a few months ago, the girl was head over heels for Klimek. Wouldn't stop talking about him. Now, if I thought she was really in love with Bassianus, that would be one thing. But she's a child. It will pass. Look around here. There's not much left. Used to be a good-sized town. The folks have been moving to Riften for a while now. If all the young people leave, what happens to Iverson? You know how children are. Her fancies change with the moon. And like always, the boy lacks any kind of spine. We need some convincing. A little push and this would all be simpler. Just get out of town as fast as you can.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. Yeah? Good day.
You
Need
don't
something?
look like a pilgrim.
Enjoying the hospitalities
Why
of
bother
the inn.
visiting Ivarstead?
Suggest you do the same.
What do you want? Oh, my love. How I long to take her away from all of this. Why did Bodhi send you to me? I always had a feeling she liked me. More than that brute Yothor, at least. Yothor. What about him? He'll come after us and it will be unpleasant. She would. If she's willing to deal with him, then everything would be all right. I'll go speak to Fastred, post-haste.
If you fancy a bit of music, let me know. I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold. That's so sweet of you. I'll tell you what. I'll play a special song just for you, for no charge at all.
You ever settle down to have children?
Bassianus, sweetie, what is it?
We must leave. Your father will never approve of us, and I grow weary of this place.
Where will we go?
To Riften, my pet. How you'll adore the city.
Oh, and to be with you.
I'll make the preparations immediately.
Keep your hands to yourself. I hope Fastred's doing well in Riften. I miss him.
Can't believe Fastred ran off to Riften with that bastard.
Sure, leave. Everyone else does.
What is it you seek, my child? How wonderful. Like the sea, their love roils and swells, but brings life and nourishment to all. I see you are eager to carry the light. As you venture, Mara fills my mind ever more with visions of love in peril. Embers lie nestled in stone, needing only fuel to bloom a flame that will warm all around them. Go to Markarth. There you'll find Calcelmo, wise, acid, and reclusive. Help him to emerge and state his intentions. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants.
Wait. I know you.
Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
The artifacts I've discovered in Neshuan Zell will make history when I was beginning to lose faith that any help would come. You see, I've been thinking about Feline quite a bit. You know Feline? Then you know what a beauty she is. The trouble is that I can't seem to speak around her. My mouth goes dry, and I start to shake. I could never hope to approach her. That's the trouble. I know Feline from the keep, but I have no idea what sorts of things she likes. It's not a simple matter. I could offend her fairly easily by bringing up the wrong subject. I've seen it happen before. There is one, Ingvar. He's quite popular with the ladies. Thankfully, Feline is not quite his type, but they've been friends for some time, and he may have some ideas. Please, ask him what she likes. It's my only chance.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? If I was threatening you, believe me, you'd know it. You outsiders never learn. If the Forsworn don't get you, the guards will throw you in Sidna mine to work your fingers off. Think that's water in the river? Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth, friend. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. What? Why? Are you interested? Calcimo, is he interested in Feline? That sly old codger. I should have guessed. Good for him. For the both of them. Between you and me, she could use a bit of warmth. As for what she might like, I didn't tell you this. Feline likes to act tough, but she really has a soft spot for, of all things, poetry. You know, I took some classes at the Bard's College as a youth. Poems come in handy when wooing. There's a poem I once used on an older lady of Rorikstead. I can change it to be about Feline, if you've got some gold. Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it. You should probably just take this directly to Feline. Wouldn't want the old ice brain stumbling over the words. Blood and silver.
As his... Carl, Igman's security. Igman's father was killed by Forsworn. I won't rest until they've paid with their blood.
Pardon me? I'm not sure what this is all about. This is lovely. Calcelmo wrote this? About me? I never knew he had such feeling in him. Clearly, I've never even thought of him in that manner. I wish that I was as skilled with words as he. Here, take in this letter. I may not be as eloquent as he is, but I hope he understands.
You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it.
Ondoromar is the commander of the Thalmor Guard.
I have things to study. What is it? This is more than I could have hoped for. Have you really done this for me? I have to see her. Please excuse me. What? Oh, goodbye.
Wait, I know you.
Markart's a different place now. Do business here, and you do business with the Queen's people.
Worship. Talos is strictly forbidden.
Faline,
Shh. It's all right. You don't need to say anymore. I had no idea you were so nuanced.
I love you.
So I hear. Come here, you.
The Silverblood family will be heard.
Lady Mara bids you... The goddess smiles at your efforts, child. The dawn shines bright upon you. You have seen the young, fickle love of youth, and helped a more seasoned love find its way. There is one final aspect we wish for you to explore. For a strong love can withstand storms, and even survive death. Take this symbol of Mara. She will guide you to the wandering souls of two whose love was so great that their entwinement binds them to this world. Mara is the handmaiden of kind. If you wish to make a donation to her benevolence, speak to Mara. And ensure.
I'm searching for my Fenric. He was marching with Yukar's men, who they say were wiped out here. I've turned over everybody, though, and I can't find him. Please help me look. He has a bright red beard and hair. Are you a fool? Look at the bodies around you. Even if you're blind, surely you can smell the blood. Come, help me search for Fenric. He must be here somewhere.
Rookie? Where is she? We're expected to fight there tomorrow. Jukur elected to camp here for the night. I don't like it, though. Our fires are visible for miles. We're in a low valley. Sitting ducks. If she's come this far from home, it must be important. Lead on. I just need to report back to camp by sunrise.
Fenric, you're alive.
Of course I am. What brings you here?
I had heard that Yukar's men were wiped out. I came to find you.
But that battle isn't expected until tomorrow. Rookie, what's going on?
I'm so confused. What's happening?
It doesn't matter. I'm here. We're together now. And we will be forever.
Lady Mara, your efforts have helped illuminate the entire province. I trust by now you've achieved a higher comprehension of love. Carry the blessings of Mara with you so the rest of the province may shine with her glories. Riften is drowning in a sea of sin and wickedness, and it's my personal mission to let everyone know that the warmth of Mara can see them through. All I need is a messenger to bring her words to these poor souls by distributing these missives. Oh my, how wonderful! Lady Mara will be so pleased. Here you are. Now make sure you give out every single one. We can't afford to let even one lost soul stray from her warmth. Almost anyone in Riften is in dire need of those missives. Speak to them, child. You will know who will listen, and who will sin. A word of advice. Keep away from the Keep and the city guards. They follow their own path and have already forsaken her. You represent Mara now. Set an example for all.
Blessings of Mara upon you. May... Turn to her benevolence.
You gonna stare all day or buy some armor? Come on, come on! The sooner you buy, the sooner I can get drunk.
Ours is to smile at your
Come back
passing.
when you're ready to
Divine
spend
smile. Thank you. Blessings of Mara upon you as well. Remember to give at the
If you're Are you serious? You're as crazy as Maramal.
Excuse me.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is
What do
around.
you need, my friend?
What a boring conversation.
We're one of the same kind, you and I.
Thanks
I'm glad
again
to have
for the
met you.
delivery
It's
to
a fine
Marcos.
day with
What
you
can I do
around.
for you?
I wish I
Remember
could go
to
with
give at
you.
the temple.
Come to see Beth. Thank you for the blessing. I'll put this to good use. Return any time.
Have you met
Quite
Bal?
welcome here.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll try and read this if I can. Thanks for your business.
What brings you to Balamut today? Repair? Purchase?
What in the name of oblivion? Excellent. I needed some more kindling for my kitchen hearth. I believe we're done.
Voley's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara.
Oh, it's you. Huh? Oh, sure, whatever. I prefer DeBella's teachings myself. I don't know why I bought...
You have... Interesting. I'll look it over. Thanks.
I visit the temple sometimes,
get out
but
of here.
perhaps not often enough.
Looking for work?
Thanks for
I need
bringing
someone
this
to
to me.
deliver a message to Civi Blackbriar.
Thank you. I'll share this with Erin.
Watch yourself around
If you're...
Stay away from me.
Mara
Forget we
this
had
and
this
Mara
discussion.
that. Where is she when hundreds of Stormcloaks are dying for no good reason, eh?
If you've got the coin, look, the only religion I believe in is the good old septum. Everything else is just a
Welcome
waste.
to the Bee and Barb, my
Those
lord.
over there.
If I can interest you in one of our special...
I'm the brewmaster. What's this nonsense? Bah!
Welcome. I'll read it. Thank you. Come
Good.
back and see us.
Now maybe I can get back
I'm
to work.
afraid I can't help you much right now. Currently in mourning.
You look like you could use... I don't have time for this nonsense. Remember, keep this to yourself.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. Please don't leave.
You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
Dirge told me you made it into the guild. You need dirt on anything, you talk to me.
I find your wolfish grin.
My husband Darcy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends all the crime... Oh, how kind. Thank you.
Welcome to the pub. If only more people would read this.
Be careful out there.
Things might be better.
We're routed! Fall back! Don't think you can barter with me like
Come
one
to
of
see
those damn
Balaman perform
shopkeepers.
miracles with steel, eh?
Need something? Thanks again for the ice rake.
You lost? Work. I'm beginning. Oh, interesting. I'll read it this evening. Remain vigilant and
Sorry
don't
about
trust
him.
anyone.
Thank you. Blessings upon you too. I'd appreciate it if you'd keep your hands to your...
This place has seen... Never read anything from the temple before. I suppose there wouldn't
Whatever
be
you're
any harm
peddling,
in
I'm not
reading it.
buying.
Has the warmth... Oh, splendid! Just splendid! Mara smiles upon us this day. Allow me to give you her gift. A true blessing to aid you in times of need. Despair not. Her warmth will protect you always. journey, my child. Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.